So we're here again going through chapter 4 in Keith Folse's Keys to Teaching Grammar to English Language Learners, a practical handbook. Again, very practical, great. I love going through it. One, because grammar is fascinating. It's like a mind puzzle that doesn't involve numbers that I tend to get mixed up more so than letters. Anyway, so we're going to be going through the question number 3 in the hot seat question section. So this one is kind of fun, and it's probably going to have its own video instead of 3 and 4 together, just because look at all these words on the slide. My professors would be upset, I think, some of them, of like, you shouldn't have this many words on a slide because then the students don't listen to you, they just read what's on the slide. So that's fine if you're doing that. This is your prerogative, this is your choice. So if you are a English language learner or someone who's trying to learn to teach English language learning, thank you for sticking with me. So this question number 3 is about patterns in spelling words. Like why? Ooh, you can see my messy kitchen. Or we're actually house sitting for my parents, so it's never mind. So how do you know when to double the final consonants, the final letter in a word when you add an ending, right? So sometimes we have to change the Y to an I, add ES rule. This is another different pattern your language learners may have picked up on, or that you maybe have picked up on yourself, but don't really know a solid rule. I'm here to tell you that more or less there is a solid rule. So how I would go about teaching this is introducing the CV notation if you haven't already, and if you're lost, like what the heck does that mean? It's easy. It just means consonants, vowels, consonant, vowel. C, consonant, V, vowel. If you don't know what consonants and vowels are, why they're different, I have some pre-literacy videos that you may be interested in. It's always good to brush up on them. So yeah, C stands for consonant in a word, V stands for vowel, simple way to analyze syllable structure. So a CVC, consonant, vowel, consonant, would be cat. C, consonant, A, vowel, C, cat. Spelling of the original word is important. So you need to be able to identify the root word. So if you have, identifying the root word, excuse me. If a one-syllable word ends in a consonant, vowel, consonant, CVC pattern, then we double the last consonant before adding other endings that start with a vowel, because some endings don't start with a vowel, like ness, N-E-S-S, that, the appropriateness of a situation. So then we double the last consonant, so like E-D, I-N-G, E-R, E-S-T, E-N endings. So example is get, changes to getting, G-E-T-T-I-N-G, not G-E-T-I-N-G, and then look changes to looking. We do not double the final K because there is the root word is look. It is not a CVC word. That is not the last 3 letters in the word. It is VVC. So, and if handling a 2-syllable word or more, we double the last consonant only if the stress, maybe not more than 2 syllables. Anyway, so if handling a 2-syllable word, we double the last consonant only if the stress is on the second syllable and that syllable has a consonant, vowel, consonant pattern. So like begin, beginning. You see the 2 N's because you can see the stress is like begin. So this is clapping. It's a way to visually and audibly denote where the stress falls. So begin. And then happen is happen, happen. So the stress is on the first syllable, happen, versus begin. So you can probably see, I probably sound like a broken record to you, but I figured it was a good demonstration for those of you who may be working on syllable and stress patterns. This is a pretty easy technique to use. It works well over video as well if you are in Zoom classes. So what I want to do actually was boot up my, hello, ooh, this is not bueno. There we go. So I have my dot cam, and I want to be able to still see my slide. Should have practiced this beforehand. Anyway, so we have the word get, and we have so G is a consonant. Is my camera focusing? Hello. You have like one job. Get. I think that's okay. Consonant, vowel, consonant. So that's that CVC pattern. So that means we know to add, instead of just the ing ending, we also need the double the final consonant. Versus, what was the other one? That's fine. So to find a non-example, we need to think of a one-syllable word, probably a verb because we like the ing ending that does not end in the CVC pattern, but it has to be a regular verb. So how about walk? Right. So it's consonant, vowel, consonant, consonant. So we can just add the ing ending straight away. We don't add the second K because that's just, I mean, to me, it's just silly, but that may be a legitimate question. So if you have that question, that's fine. And now we know the answer to that question is no, we don't add that K because we have the two consonants. So an example with the multisyllabic words is, what was it? Begin. So begin. And so we know the stress is on the G-I-N, second syllable, and this is a consonant, vowel, consonant, last syllable. So instead of just the ing tacked on there, we need the beginning. And so that gets rid of the ambiguity between the, it's not beginning because the I might make this I say its name, right? The long vowels. No, it's beginning. That's what that second N does, at least partially. I'm just really using my bangs look like I just woke up, which I did. But anyways, and then what was the other non-example? Looking. Ooh, well, that's okay. We're going to change colors to keep you on your toes. Look. So the pattern, no, that's right. I don't know what I did. Okay. Vowel, vowel, consonant. That's not our CVC pattern, is it? So we can just do looking, or looker, like one who looks. So, or I think it has other meanings. So you get the idea. This is just an example of how you can write it out for students, go through it a bit more slowly and thoroughly, obviously, but yeah. So how do I get back to my PowerPoint? Here and here. So this is a bit more involved of a rule. If you have other questions, feel free to either Google it or shoot me an email if you have access, if you're privy to that information. Thank you, as always, for sticking with me.